right, so we're going to start the health tip of the week, the 5-minute tip of the week, fracking health tip.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm Frack.
And I'm Frack.
Yeah, Dr. Frack.
Dr. Frack.
Okay, yeah. So let me ask you something, Dr. Frack. What is the fracking GI tract? You were talking about the GI tract.
Well, the GI tract is inside of us. It's not the tract that military personnel take.
I thought it was like the track on the outside of a M60 Abrams tank.
No, not even close. We're talking about the gastrointestinal tract.
Okay.
Gastrointestinal GI tract.
So it's like a pie-hole poop chute.
Pie-hole to poop chute, if you'd like to use that terminology.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I prefer to use a little more technical term.
Okay.
But that's okay.
So you like to say gastrointestinal tract.
It's a very important part of our body and our health because all of the nutrients or non-nutrients that we shove in the pie hole have to go through the gastrointestinal tract.
Okay, so like this 24 inches, 18 if you're a midget. This 24 inches is pretty important.
Well, actually, it's up to 24 feet long.
Really?
Yes, the small intestine in and of itself is up to 17 feet long within.
Okay.
So it involves the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestine, the pancreas, the liver, the gallbladder, and then obviously large intestine, colon, and
up to the
Charmin.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. The paperwork part. Yeah.
The heavy paperwork.
Yes. Okay. All right. So let me ask you, because I've heard you say before that the GI tract is one of the most important things. It can affect whether your wife is cranky.
Yes.
It can affect, and sometimes my wife gets cranky because her poop chute doesn't work very often.
Very often, that constipation is a very common problem in both.
How does that affect how she feels? I mean, how does that affect?
What we have to understand is, the stomach digests the food we take in. The small intestine breaks down and absorbs the nutrients we take in, and then the large intestine packages the waste and removes it.
Okay.
But also in the gastrointestinal tract, we make hormones. We make neurotransmitters that help us feel good and sleep well and be happy and not depressed.
Nah, that can't be that thing, because what makes the thing that makes you happy or whatever is the doctor gives my wife a pill. She sticks it in, goes through her head, and she feels better.
Well, unfortunately, that is the case with a lot of people in the U.S. But what they don't understand is what they are eating and how they are digesting and breaking it down will depend on how many neurotransmitters, the neurotransmitter health, the brain and psychological health of our body. It comes down to the GI tract.
Really?
We're going to talk about all of that in the class that we're going to teach this coming Saturday.
Yeah, because we only have 5 fracking minutes here. Yeah.
So I want to talk a little more about digestion, because one problem that a lot of people come to me about is, reflux, belching up acid.
Yeah, that's why I take Prilosec.
And they get bloated and everything, and that's it. They listen to guys like Dr. Larry, the cable guy on TV, and he says, hey, take this pill, and you can eat whatever you want. He's at the carnival eating pizza and funnel cakes and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Well, and one of the things I look at, I'm thinking, well, if I take that, am I going to look like that badass? Well, I don't want to do that.
That's very likely the case. And again, it's what he's putting in and how his GI tract is assimilating it that is the problem. You always hear, you are what you eat. You really are. You are what you digest from what you eat. Digest and absorb and assimilate.
Okay, so I'm drinking this juice right here. Is this as good for me as that cheeseburger? Because that cheeseburger had from the clown store had.
Yes.
It had lettuce.
It's much better. Okay. Why? Because this is raw, unadulterated nutrition. It's like you're eating.
Now he's talking about adultery. I'm kind of
vegetables and fruits.
My wife would be pissed if I was doing adultery.
Well, she's already constipated, so
she is pissed. Yeah.
That's it. But where we want to go is getting the right kind of foods in, digesting them, absorbing the right nutrients so we get all those nutrients to the cells, all the vitamins and minerals and antioxidants and enzymes, cofactors that help our cellular function improve and work right so that we stay healthy.
I tell you what, you're using some words I don't really understand. I think the 60s and 70s kind of got to my ability to understand some of that stuff.
Totally understand.
At least my hair isn't falling out.
So you know what you need to do, Frack?
What?
You need to be at our wellness seminar Saturday at 10 a.m. at Elevate Life Integrated Health Club. It's 15702 San Pedro Avenue in the Country Village Plaza.
Yeah.
Right behind Discount Tire.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about the GI tract. We're going to talk about how it functions, how it becomes dysfunctional, goes wrong, and what to do to make it work right.
If I go, can I get another one of these?
You can.
This thing's awesome.
You definitely can. We're going to have some Juicer Heroes juice there, and it's a great time. You learn a lot, and you may just help yourself become healthy.
All right, frickin' Frack will be with you again next week. We're going to learn about GI tract. Come on down.